right, so Okami is an Otome is set in a charming traditional Japanese inn with slow burn romance, immersive point and click gameplay, and hidden secrets to uncover throughout the stories. Ooh. And this does have some romance and some soft veiled nudity, it says, but nothing explicit. So if you're prone to blushing, you might blush a little, we'll see. But again, like, I saw the artwork in this game, and in the trailer it looks gorgeous. And I love stories that have to do with spirit world and Japanese folklore, so I was very, very interested. And Mushroom Mallow, I did play another game by them, Death and Phaeology, is on my YouTube channel. I just didn't have enough time to stream all the games during the Otome Festival, so if you go to my gaming YouTube channel, you can check out Death and Phaeology from them as well. But let's see where this story takes us. I'm excited. Well, this is it, isn't it? I press my palm against the counter, feeling its every imperfection worn but smooth by years of care. Every step in these halls, every creak in the floorboards, I've memorized them all. After tonight, none of it will belong to me anymore. Strange. I thought I'd feel sadder. I've spent a lifetime here, and now I'm too old to take care of it. A ryokan, traditional Japanese inn, without its keeper, is just an empty house waiting to be forgotten. Aww. How many times have I cleaned these counters and mopped these floors, greeting guests who came and went like fleeting whispers? I wondered if I would ever find someone to walk these halls with me, not just pass through them. Someone who would wake up beside me every morning. Aww. But no one stayed. No one made an impression. Aww. We had a good but lonely life, it seems. Aww. I made my way toward the onsen, my knees protesting with every step. I should have let myself enjoy my life more. Even with the guests gone and the lanterns dim, a single, unyielding thought stayed behind. Did I live well? I spent my youth building this place, holding onto it with everything I had. And in the end, there's no one left to hold on to me. Aww. Maybe we do have lots of regrets. So that's the real regret. Aww. Well, it's too late to dwell on it now. I steady myself against the wall and rise with a groan, feeling every year of my age in the crack of my back. But then, my foot slips. Oh man. There's a moment of weightlessness, followed by a hard crack as the back of my head meets the stone. Ouch. Then comes the cold. I didn't realize we were going to see this. Oh. Water rushes over me, pulling at my limbs. My fingers grasp for an anchor, but meet only emptiness. My vision begins to tilt into shadows, until all that remains is the sight of steam rising into a dark, bottomless sky. Perhaps in another life. Oh. My head feels like someone's hoisting a drum circle in there. I inhale, hoping to be greeted by the cozy scents of aged wood and warm sake, but instead... What is that smell? Salt, fragrant smoke, and the sweet aroma of osmanthus? Ah. Well, at least it was quick. Oh goodness, y'all, laughing is my coping mechanism. I can't help it. Y'all know me. I giggle about everything. Instead of my dimly lit ryokan room, I see red. A bridge covered in mist. This isn't my ryokan. This feels so cold. Am I dead? I died, didn't I? The Red Bridge of Souls. Oh, Kami-sama, the stories were all true, weren't they? Place between. Crossing for those who have breathed their last. And now I'm the one walking it. But why does everything sound so loud? I can hear whispers, low murmurs, the occasional laughter. Seriously, my ears are starting to ache. Wait. Ears? A horrible suspicion takes hold. And I lift my hands. Those aren't my hands, are they? They're pretty hands. Since when are my fingers this slender, my skin this smooth? I haven't seen these knuckles since I was 20. And claws? I scramble to check my arms and my legs. Where did the rest of me go? No more wrinkles? No more gnarled knuckles? No more aching bones? Quite honestly, if I can just do with no aches, that would be wonderful. Speaking from personal experience. I am youthful. I am glowing. I'm radiant. She's like, oh no, I'm sexy. Oh my. Right? I know, right? It's like if I can just get around like I used to. Not that I've slowed down much, but you know what I mean. Don't have to worry about sleeping and burnout and hurting your back. Oh no, I'm hot, yes. She was very gorgeous. She's like, no, I'm gonna have to throw these boys all away from me. Tell them to leave me alone. My jaw drops. I pat down my arms. Firm. I press a hand to my stomach. Flat. I trail higher. No way. My hands fly to my chest. They're perky. I love this. I love this. That would be such a wild transformation, though. To go from really, really old to really young. By the spirits above, I have breasts again. Perky, full, no sag, no back pain. This is a miracle. These are the breasts of a woman in her prime, not a retired Ryokan odor, who needed at least 2 layers of fabric and a prayer to hold them up before. I love this lady. But before I can even begin to celebrate this ridiculous, beautiful miracle, something is definitely moving behind me. No. I turn my head, hoping I'm just seeing things, but no. It's a tail. It's a pretty tail. I like the ears too. Scott, you enjoying this? Holy Lord, yes. Girl, dang. She's gorgeous now. And she's a furry. Oh, goodness. A red furred tail sways behind me, wagging so cheerfully that I can't even wrap my brain around the fact that it's mine.
Whoopsie!
Whoopsie, yes. The tail, sure, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, totally, totally. Totally. Stare respectfully, Scott. Hold on, stop that. I am absolutely not happy, Tail. I am terrified. This is not a wagging situation. When you have to scold your tail immediately. Oh! My hands tremble even more, trying to make sense of everything. My skin, my tail, my lack of... Oh! I'm naked. There's so much going on with this poor woman. I am bare as the day I was born, but with a tail, claws, and apparently some kind of breast enhancement. Oh no! Oh yes, oh yes. A breeze rolls across the bridge. My entire, very exposed, freshly revived, no one was supposed to see this body prickles. Stay calm, stay dignified. But of course, there's no dignity left to be had. I collapse into a ball, desperately using my tail as a modesty screen. Oh goodness. How embarrassing! To be seen like this is a fate worse than death. I could think of worse things. But I am not alone. Uh-oh. I hear footsteps! No, more like claw steps, followed by rustling robes and a horrible skittering sound. No, absolutely not. I will not look. I am not entertaining whatever fresh horror that was. I love her. She's so fun. Uh-oh. A shadow looms behind me. A robed figure glides past, pauses, then slowly backs away as if I'm the strange one. Another one, sporting a long serpentine tail, grins at me, showing off a mouthful of sharp teeth. I pretend I didn't see it. They're everywhere. I'm being circled by spirits. Possibly man-eating spirits. And I hope I'm not on the menu. That's it. I will not be making eye contact with anything that looks like it might eat me. Good idea, good idea. Deep breath. Focus. I've hounded rowdy nobles, drunken guests, and several matchmaking attempts. I can handle this. Alright, first things first, close. And then I figure out what in the world just happened to me. I push myself up, careful, composed, and... New arrival, huh? Cute tail. Followed by a burst of laughter. Oh, splendid. Public humiliation on day one. Lovely. Alright, breathe. Pretend you're fine. My fingers twitch, and something deep inside me whispers, move low. Stay quick. Bare your teeth if you must. And for once, it doesn't sound like a bad idea. Come on now, old girl. You've handled worse than this. I prepare to stand, back straight, chin up, just like I've done for decades. Oh no, too fast. I push off the ground, but instead of a slow rise, I practically catapult myself into the air. Aw, she's not used to her strength now. Oh dear, why is my center of gravity all wrong? The bridge vanishes and the night air rushes past me as I tumble towards... Oh heaven's sake, not this again. Can a woman not stay dry for 5 minutes? Poor sweet woman. Akeen. Oh goodness. Water again. This time it feels different, and I didn't strike my head. Ah, I seem to be breathing underwater. Well, that's new. It's certainly an improvement over my previous life. At least I don't have to worry about dying twice in one night. Didn't I already drown today? Fine, if the afterlife is a series of puddles, I'll just live at the bottom. But before I can decide to stay here out of sheer stubbornness, the water lashes out. A hand catches me, yanking me forward with a grip that says, "Stop embarrassing yourself and get out of my river." Oh, that is a very impressive hand. Very firm. Those are some beautiful hands, too. Yeah, the artwork in this game, it called to me. I was like, I need to play this. I'm pulled upward before I can finish the thought. My head breaks the surface, and finally I see him. My goodness. Now, I've seen many men in my life. Strong men, handsome men, men who paid extra for the private onsen's package. But this one? He is something else entirely. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, just look at those sculpted features and that luscious white hair. He looks like an old, torn war banner that is still standing out of sheer spite. Still, what a view. Then he drapes his kimono over me. A gentleman. His hand lingering just long enough to ensure it stays. Yes, the artwork is very good, and he is gorgeous. I do want to see that face. I'm like, what's under that mask? He's such a gentleman. It's been decades since a handsome man held me with such grave solemnity. I could just melt. Me too. Although I have a handsome man that holds me every day, but I could just melt for him too. You all right? I'm going to thank him. I'm fine, thank you. How fortunate that you were here. Very fortunate. I place a hand over my chest. He watches me, silent as a grave, and offers a tiny nod of acknowledgement. Can you walk? More than I ever have before, actually. He slowly extends his hand. I mean, if you want to help us walk too, that's fine. I'll take it. Come, I will help you cross. Well, since you're insisting. I take his hand. My, he's steady. I mean, if he's made of all that muscles, he should be pretty steady. I say it feels like a warm, solid grip, handled with a cautious steadiness. That's actually rather refreshing. And together, we walk. This is a dream, isn't it? Does it feel like one? I watch the way he moves, wondering if the face matches the body. See, so she's thinking the same thing we are. She wants to see that face too. It usually does in stories like this, doesn't it? He's probably quite a heartbreaker under that metal shell. I don't know. You're rather intriguing for a dream. His grip on my wrist tightens slightly. Ah, that got a reaction. This old girl has barely been dead an hour and I'm already finding buttons to mash. Ew. Because it is not a dream. Well, I suppose if I had to fall into anyone's arms, yours aren't the worst. He doesn't take the bait and gently nudges his head forward. The bridge is a dangerous place for a fresh soul to linger. No sense of play whatsoever. Straight back to business then. Oh snap. Alright dear, do me a favor and confirm it for me. Are we yokai? Indeed we are. I recall the stories now. Yokai are reincarnated from living souls. Isn't that the way of it? I pinched my hand again. It hurts, and I am still here. Ah, so this is real, then. I've actually gone and done it. Akin, you have two choices. Fall into an existential crisis, or flirt your way through it. I say go for it, lady. It's all good. Ooh. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna say how odd because I think that's the one about flirting. I blink up at him, deep in thought. To be precise, you're Okami, wolf deity. Oh. Okami? Is that what I reincarnated into? How odd. I didn't know that turning into a yokai means getting a makeover. It's your reaction that's odd. He says we're the odd ones. Okay, okay. We are the odd ones, evidently. It's your reaction that's odd. Most souls spend their first hour in the river weeping for their lost lives instead of this. Well, I was an old woman minutes ago. And now you're not. Are you certain I wasn't just gifted with an incredible youth elixir? And a terribly dramatic fur accessory when I came here? Dramatic fur accessory, that's one way of putting it. He actually stops walking, head tilting as if he's trying to find the logic in my brain and coming up empty. Yes. Pity. That would have made an excellent onsen spa package. The man just answers with a long, slow breath. Exactly the sound of a spirit who is already tired of my nonsense. Uh-oh. Don't tell me we're annoying him. Alright, alright. So it's true then. I died with unfinished business and came back all supernatural. Humans do not become yokai without cause. Let me guess the recipe. A heavy pour of desire, a twist of longing, and a generous splash of regret. They always say intense feelings linger. Honestly, I was practically marinated in them. Aww. You understand your situation surprisingly quickly. I curl my fingers into the fabric of the kimono around me. It's strange. I feel more here than I did when I was alive. I didn't want to die alone. That was it. The grand finale of my life was a desperate wish for a hand to hold. Aww. For a moment, only the river answers me. It was powerful enough. So this is the afterlife. A wet robe and a stranger with surprisingly steady hands. I suppose it's still better than vanishing without a fuss. Or you were simply too loud for the afterlife to ignore. Cheeky, but I suppose a man who can return fire is much better than one who just brews. That is true. I spent my entire life running a ryokan, only to die and become a yokai. Some might call that a bit on the nose. Alright then. What's the routine? Do I just sit here looking fabulous until someone comes to collect me? Or am I free to wander off and find some poor soul to pester? You decide that. Our decision. Oh dear, very helpful. And incredibly vague. He should write fortune cookies. As simple as that? Yes, after all, even as a yokai, it's still your life. Ah, so it comes with free will. Excellent. I was hoping this wouldn't be one of those ominous bound to an ancient curse situations. I see a smirk. Oh, there's a little smile. Oh, he's definitely judging me. Disappointed? Devastated. I look past him at the mist-covered bridge ahead. Now, before I start deciding my path, where were you going before I made that spectacular descent into the river? I say you look like a man with somewhere to be. Home? Home, huh? And where might that be? There. He lifts his chin slightly. As if on cue, the mist moves to reveal a structure at the end of the bridge. Is that a Ryokan? Yes. A Ryokan in the spirit world? Indeed. I spend my whole life running an inn, and fate sends me right back to the front desk. That look, I love the expressions in this. The universe has a very dry sense of humor, it seems. And you live there? Yes. I cross my arms, sizing him up. He's as unreadable as ever, but something about his tone is humoring me. With rooms? Yes. A big sturdy building like that must have plenty of quiet, empty corners. She's like, you could just let me stay. Perhaps a room with a view for a lady who's had a very long day? He shifts ever so slightly, realizing that he has walked straight into whatever trap I have set. Perhaps? Oh dear, very fortunate for me. His arms cross over his chest, and for a second, I swear he's fighting back the urge to smirk. And you intend to claim it just like that? Well, I did just die and come back as a yokai. I feel like that entitles me to at least one complimentary perk. One? For now? Ooh. She's like, if there's other perks, I might take them. I tap my chin, pretending to think. Tell you what, I'll earn it. Let me help out at your inn, sweep through a few hallways, clean the guest rooms, and look breathtaking while doing it. It'll be a fair trade. Yes, definitely. There's a beat of silence, then I have made a mistake. Oh no! Oh no! Wonderful, I'll take it. He lets out a breath so heavy. I'm surprised he doesn't sink into the bridge. The man looks at the river, then at me, clearly mourning his lost peace and quiet. Finally, he gives up on life and starts walking. We're bullying handsome men now. I follow him with a grin on my face. Well, he can huff and puff till his face turns blue, but I've already mentally claimed a room there. I like her. She's very, very cheeky. The Ryokan looms ahead, and, well, it's a building, technically. Maybe he didn't want to show us the building. It's practically begging to collapse and call it quits. My, it's very... What do the younger people call it these days? Rustic? Not exactly welcome weary traveler, enjoy your stay, is it? Nope. This isn't exactly how things used to be, is it? It was. Did the previous owner just simply walk out? Or did the building just lose the will to live first? Either one sounds equally tragic, though. Please, a man with such impressive shoulders really shouldn't be keeping house in a place that looks this miserable. Do you honestly expect me to believe it was always quite this inviting? I can practically hear the unspoken sigh before it leaves him. Are you quite finished? No, I haven't even started. We are such a sassy main character. I love this. Well then, don't let me stop you. He smiles a little bit. He's amused. That sounds like a challenge. Unless, of course, he's mocking me. And then at last we step inside. It's dirty. We did say we were gonna help out. We're gonna earn our keep. Oh. We're like, oh, there's gonna be a lot of work. Oh goodness. That oh is the sound of decades of experience shrieking in horror. It's worse than I thought. Ryokan should be warm and inviting, but this place... I feel like it's waiting for permission to die, and frankly, looking at those sills, I'm tempted to give it. This is a disaster. I am aware. Goodness, just like that? No attempt to sugarcoat it? Would there be a point?
Oh no, it all went wrong!
Would there be a point? Alright, that's fair. What happened here? I lost the power to sustain it. My will and the buildings drifted apart. I'm gonna say that now whenever someone's like, why is your house dirty? I'll be like, my will and the buildings drifted apart. You think the HOA would take that for the gardening? The grass is too long. The grass is too high. My will and the grasses drifted apart. The dialogue in this game has been great so far. I will say, during this Otome Games Celebration, we have gotten a lot of really fun games. Really good ones. You say that like you misplaced it under a cushion. You can't just lose the ability to maintain a Ryokan. Or can you? I have no idea. Would have been easier if I had. And how long has it been like this? Very long. I can tell. At least the lights are working. None of them are out. That, at least, I believe. I feel a ghost of heartbeat in that sentence. I feel a ghost of a heartbeat in that sentence. This lobby is a wreck, yes, but there's a desperate sort of order to it. Someone is giving their all just to keep this poor place breathing. I should walk away. Determined look. I'm dead. I'm officially retired from the headache of hospitality. But even with that mask hiding his face, I know that slump in his shoulders. I've seen that exact same silhouette in the mirror on the nights I thought my own Ryokan would swallow me whole. It's a heavy burden, isn't it? Running a house that's forgotten how to love you back. You're keeping the lights on with sheer willpower. And even though you're running on empty, you think if you stop, everything ends. I've lived that life. It's a heavy kind of lonely. His hands are still, but those shoulders are shaking. Looks like I've hit a nerve. Such lovely shoulders, too. Have you changed your mind, then? About staying here? Leave and let that poor man keep moping in the dark? I'm not cruel. I can't see an inn like this and walk away. Not when it still has bones strong enough to stand. Change my mind? Goodness, I've just upgraded my ambitions. Lovely shoulders? Scandalous. Ew, shoulders. She's got lovely shoulders too. Ew. He might as well be sweet talking the back of her neck. That would work well too. I'm not just going to help out. I'm going to help you revitalize it. I suppose it's true what they say. Once an Okami, always an Okami. I simply refuse to let a house with this much history die. Help? Indeed, consider me a very well-timed gift from the heavens. Or the river. Take your pick. Oh yeah, she put that emphasis on revitalize. She's gonna revitalize something. Wink. I don't need it. I'm gonna help you revitalize it, if you know what I mean. Yes. And he's gonna play hard to get. He's gonna be like, I don't need it. I'm sure you don't, but that doesn't mean you should turn it down. People realize the weight of this place and vanish, or they stay and try to change things they don't understand. Don't call it help then. Call it professional meddling. Persistent. And you're very set in your ways. It's a match made in heaven, no? Wink. He exhales slowly, starting to realize that no isn't in my vocabulary today. And your price? What do you gain from tying yourself to a sinking ship? A place to stay, obviously. Is that so? I've lived long enough to know when someone is hiding their true motives behind a clever tongue. He sounds surprisingly amused. He's got a little tiny grin. Oh, just a little sugar for my soul. You're easy on the eyes, and that's payment enough for me. Ooh. Besides, it's either helping out at your creepy ryokan or wandering around until something with detachable jaws decides I look crunchy. I mean, true. I'll tilt my head, practically begging for a reaction. A twitch? A frown? But no, not a single spark. He's just giving off this heavy, exhausted silence. That's frankly exhausting me just looking at it. I so love the expressions she makes. She's got such a delightful array of expressions. Besides, you need help, and I need purpose. Let's not complicate a mutually beneficial arrangement. And you assume you can do better in keeping this place than me? Uh-oh. I know I can do better, 'cause we sassy. His ears prick up as if I've genuinely surprised him. He's like, the audacity of this lady. You claim experience then? Dear, I used to walk barefoot through corridors, balancing ledgers, calming guests, and yelling at staff, all before breakfast. I let the silence hang, watching him piece it together. Then tell me, Okami-sama, what would you do to improve it, then? Well, moving a single chair would count as a renovation at this point, wouldn't it? We'll start with the cobwebs. They're getting entirely too comfortable, and I don't share my workspace with 8-legged squatters. Then we tackle the lighting. It's so dim in here, I can't tell if I'm talking to a landlord or a coat rack. It's gloomy, even for the afterlife. And I'm pretty sure I felt something evil whispering in that cupboard. Motion towards the dust-covered reception table next. Shoddy doesn't even begin to cover it. You want them to check in, not check for exits. I glance towards the empty seating area, where the chairs look rather dusty and unkempt. It's offensive, really. They look like they've forgotten what a human or a spirit even feels like sitting on them. Aw, back in my Ryokan. Oh, what a time that was. The lanterns always glowed warmly. The sake never stopped flowing. And I knew the name of every guest who ever dared to flirt with me. I may have been alone behind the curtains, but the halls never were. Laughter, footsteps, whispers in the night. Sometimes scandalous, sometimes not. It was loud, it was messy, and most importantly, alive. While this is a shrine to silence. And frankly, silence is a terrible host. It's a disaster, dear. A total heartbreak of a building. And you believe you can fix this? Oh, I don't believe. I know. Arrogant. Oh, he's just like, woman, if you were as skilled as you claim. Oh, it's a very big if for you, isn't it? Feel free to test me. I adore an audience. He studies me for a long moment. I catch the precise moment he finally realizes that he's not winning this or anything else today. Fine. Have it your way. But when you fail, don't say I didn't warn you. Careful. By next week, you'll be thanking me. You will work here then? Naturally. And you will follow my rules? Define follow. The man just turns on his heel, expecting me to follow. This is going to be entertaining. Well then, now that you're sort of accepted my offer, I suppose I should at least know who my boss is. Shimon. And who are you supposed to be, Shimon? I hope your resume is more impressive than your housekeeping. Dang, we're so sassy. I am one of the 4 mythical beasts. Uh-oh. He answers with the casual indifference of someone commenting on the weather. I beg your pardon? The azure dragon, the vermilion bird, the white tiger, the black tortoise. I am the white tiger. Wait, the white tiger? The one from the scrolls? Now we look nervous. We're like, we've been bullying to help out the white tiger. Oh boy, oh boy. The very same. Slowly, I let my gaze travel up and down, actually looking at him. This frail, wilting daikon radish of a man is the legendary Byaku? I am probably saying that wrong and I apologize. I remember fighting him in Final Fantasy though. Oh goodness. Huh? Well, he's just going to simply stand there with that little smirk, isn't he? He's very amused by us. And how, pray tell, does one of the 4 mythical beasts end up like this? That is not important. It's the most interesting thing in this room. Why are you hiding in a ruin like this? I'm not obligated to answer that. Fine, I'll let it go. For now. Fine, let's start over then. I am Akin, the former Okami of Ryokan Tuscana. I'm gonna say that. Tsukikage in the human world. I ran my Ryokan for decades. I know how to handle guests, manage staff, and maintain order. Do you now? A challenge, oh delightful. Dear, I once managed a summer festival, 3 weddings, and a pipe burst all in one day. While wearing a kimono with a busted hem, I practically breathe hospitality. I kept that place running on time, under budget, and with guests so happy they left gifts. Shimon doesn't answer before shaking his head sarcastically. You're very hubristic for a wolf who is just playing log in the rapids for a few hours ago. Excuse me? Odd. My memory suggests you were a floating, bedraggled ball of fur that needed saving. I mean, yeah. I was just testing if I'd die a second time if I actually drowned. Truly? Then you must be thrilled I cut your experiment short. You were looking quite finished. Fine, he won this round. so sassy. Welcome, then, to your new home. In that case, boss, why don't you give me the grand tour? I assume you've at least identified which disasters need my attention first. Perhaps? Look at him go, pretending he's not one stiff breeze away from a tumble. Naturally, I match his pace. I could easily overtake him and do a lap around this dusty hallway, but why ruin the view? It's high-quality entertainment watching a legendary beast play I'm fine when he's actually exhausted. Aww. Just as I'm considering how long he'll keep up the act, I catch sight of my reflection in a dusty mirror. Right. I'm still wearing his robe. It's scandalously slipping off one shoulder, ooh, draping around me in a way that could either be elegant or suggestive, depending on the lighting. My, and here I am strolling through your house in nothing but your clothing. What would the spirits say? Shimon stops mid-step and turns to me. You require proper clothing. I do. Do I? I think this look has a certain charm. A bit daring. Quite refined, actually. Stay here. He's like, hold on. Such a commanding tone. She's all about it. He doesn't dignify me with a response. Rude. And disappears down a hall, leaving me alone. I take the opportunity to glance around. What was this place like before, when it was alive? Why does he seem so reluctant to talk about it? Before I can dig too deeply into my own curiosity, Shimon returns carrying a neatly folded kimono. The moment my fingers brush the fabric, I notice something immediately. It's well kept. There's a faint, lingering scent. Soft, floral, and distinctly not his. A woman's scent. Oh, Shimon, who's the lucky lady, and why am I wearing her kimono? I guess let's ask about the kimono. Oh, boss, whose kimono did you just give me? He recoils slightly, as if I just hit a nerve. Uh-oh. It was the only one left available. Was it? Was it? Nothing but silence. Curious, the fabric is elegant and preserved with care. Not the kind of thing a man like him would keep out of convenience. Funny thing though, a forgotten garment wouldn't be this well kept. Are you going to change, or do you prefer to stand there and test my patience? We are too sassy. Oh, I love testing patience, but you already do that. Ha! That's not a disagreement. Well, whoever this kimono belonged to, they mattered. A lover, perhaps? Thank you. This hallway leads to the guest rooms. How many are there? Oh, we got our hair all up all cute now. More than enough, but they are unused. Don't worry, boss. I have plenty of ideas to bring life back to this place. I will reserve judgment. He strides ahead before I can retort. The scenery has changed, but the dance hasn't. Checking latches, counting shadows, and keeping the world from falling apart. I spent decades doing exactly what he's doing now. He looks just as bone-tired as I felt the day everything ended. This is one of the guest rooms. Oh. He slides the shoji door open with a smooth motion, revealing the room inside. Let's see how this room looks. Oof. There's a little tiger, though. I hope no one died in this room. None yet. His voice is as dry as the air in here. Seems like the evil spirits are the only ones staying here. This needs to change. I swish my tail, stepping further inside. A little warmth, a little charm, a lot of exorcism, and scrubbing, and this place could be something special. I simply cannot wait. Alright, first order of business. Who's cleaning all this? It's gonna be us. That would be you. My dear, you really think I'd fall for that? You are the Okami now. Yes, and proper Okami delegates. Speaking of, where are all the staff? Surely you weren't running this place alone. No, there were others. Were? A soldier spirit who cooked, a broom that never stopped sweeping, a lazy river dweller who barely did anything unless bribed. And the robe I woke up in, was that from the broom or the river dweller? No, that was mine. Sheesh, he sets it up as just another towel on the rack. Well then, I'll return it eventually after I stop enjoying how soft it is. As you wish. Back to the matter at hand. When my strength faded, they withdrew. Yokai bound to a place need energy to remain. Without it, they slumber or disappear. So they've been asleep this whole time? Perhaps. Or waiting. I can no longer tell the difference. He says it like it doesn't hurt, but something in his voice tells me it does. Oh. His weight shifts. Something is off. Boss? His posture wavers. His balance falters. Before I know it, he collapses. Oh no. Shimon! I move without thinking, catching him before he fully crumples to the floor. It's a good thing I've got the strength of a wolf now. Otherwise, we'd both be a heap on the floor. He's lighter than I expected. Surprisingly so. For someone built like a mountain god, I thought I'd need divine intervention, or at least a sturdy wheelbarrow. You overdid it, didn't you? Silence. I sigh, pressing my fingers slightly to his wrist, checking the pulse beneath his skin. Wait, do you yokais even have a pulse? I'm alive. I smooth a stray lock of white hair away from his mask, brushing it carefully behind his ear. You really don't take care of yourself, huh? It's like he might respond, but in the end, he doesn't. He needs some rest. Lucky for you, dear. You've just hired the best Okami there is. He groans softly. I take that as acceptance. Now where's your room? Unnecessary. Oh yes, I forgot he's one of those, the quiet brooding types who wear their past like a second mask and dare you to ask what's underneath. Let me guess, you think you can sleep anywhere, don't you? Yes. He's the White Tiger, he can sleep wherever he wants. No, absolutely not. If I let you, you'll curl up in some drafty hallway and waste away in your sleep. A proper Ryokan master must have a proper room. He exhales. He exhales aggressively. The nerve. Look, you can fight me on this, or you can just tell me where it is, and I'll let you sleep in peace. Your choice. End of the hall. All right, boss. Up we go. His room is much better than the rest of them, at least. This is Shimon's room. It's exactly what I expected, which is to say, very dull. It's organized to a fault, but it's completely hollow. He's clearly decided that living is just a series of chores between naps. I am tempted to put down a shoji table out of spite. I shift my grip again, still surprised I'm carrying him at all, to be honest, and lower him carefully onto the futon. The second he touches the mattress, his body fully gave in to exhaustion. You've made your life so small, haven't you? Most people keep a memento to remind them of who they are. If you stripped everything away, what exactly are you holding on to? Silence, which is expected, but still. Which one do we dare? Do we help him take off his mask or help him change his clothes? Scandalous. Ooh. I know he needs help, but ooh. I know we've been very close, cut to the chase. All right, it's like I know we've been very, very curious about both. All right. We helped change his clothes. Shimon is dripped in sweat. Without thinking, I reach for the collar of his robe, loosen the fabric slightly to help him breathe. His fingers brush his chest, and oh. He's absolutely searing. Is he running a fever? Uh-oh. And yet, the moment I touch him, it's my own face that starts burning up. We go blush. He's conscious enough to point towards the chest, which means he knows exactly where my hands are, and he's not doing a thing to stop them. Are your clothes in there? He gives the smallest nod, head tilting, observing me. Yeah. I move to the chest, slide it open. Instead, a stack of folded robes, identical in design, are inside. I grab one from the top in return. All right, let's get you out of this, boss. No funny business. I'm doing this as a professional, a responsible adult. I'm doing this respectfully. I know how to do this. I spent decades managing crises and tending to sick staff and guests. Yeah. But as I kneel here, my hands feel like they belong to a stranger. I pull the robe down, my palm grazing his back by mistake. Shimon inhales as a tremor runs through him. Kami-sama, I am definitely out of my depth. Hold still, alright? Shimon exhales slowly now, then speaks with a low tone. You're very thorough, Okami-sama. My fingers freeze just below his collarbone. My heart does something rather scandalous. To think, he's half dead with a fever and still has the gall to tease me. I hold my tongue, but only because his fever is doing the talking for him. There, that's better. You'll be back to grumbling at me in no time. As we blush. I find a stray fold in his sleeve just to keep my hand against him. It's an excuse to stay close. But Shimon doesn't call my bluff. Sleep well, Shimon. They had all that explanation and they didn't even let us look. Ah. Now that's settled. He was really planning to shoulder all this alone, wasn't he? How long has he been carrying this weight? There's no staff to help out in this broken place. And this man is too stubborn to ask for help. Daniel's gonna threaten violence. We riot. They did say this is a slow burn romance game, so you're like, you're gonna have to work for that. You gotta work for that cutscene. I've always had a soft spot for beautiful things in need of repair. And you, White Tiger, are long overdue for someone to take care of you for once. I will drag this place back to life, and maybe you along with it. Alright, this place is a mess. Let's fix that. Alright, tutorial time. Interact with dirt, cobwebs, and evil spirits using the left click until they are removed from the environment. Eyes sharp, dust, cobwebs, gunk. Whatever doesn't belong is getting evicted. This is still a Ryokan, gosh darn it, and it will start acting like one. We must clean to place to help our lovely man. You heard, I reached to the chest and thought it was something going somewhere different. I did too, be it. Then I was like, oh, you meant the closed chest. Okay. I thought the same exact thing. They teased us. They knew what they were doing. Let's keep finding and clearing every nook and cranny. The more I clean, the lighter the air will feel. And who knows, I might dig up a few little secrets the boss forgot to dust over while I'm at it. In every area, there are 3 objects that can give you information about Shimon's past and the history of the Ryokan. Find them before the area is cleaned to unlock a secret scene at the end of each chapter. Oh. Well, I hope we can find all these scenes. All right. Red Bridge, the entrance, and the guest room. They put a cleaning sim in my romance sim? Yes, you gotta work for it. You gotta do the mini games so you can get the good cutscenes. You know this. Start with the guest room. Clean dirty sparks and exercise spirits. Tidy messages, settling lingering evil's presences. Pay attention to what secrets the room keeps tucked away. This charm looks handmade. Crude shape, but with love in every dent, it's a tiger, like the Byaku. You gotta get clean before you get dirty, that's right. You gotta work for it. That would make the Power Wash Simulator very, very different. Oh, goodness. He kept it, so either he's sentimental or really bad at spring cleaning. Alright, so we got one of his things. The hands? The hands worry me. Serene mind like still water. I think that means a mind unruffled by events and the stress of life. Is that what the writer strived for? Alright, so we got two of his little mystery things. This letter's been hidden here and folded so many times before. I read the sentence, Dear Shimon, and immediately close it again. This item feels too personal, and I don't think it's my place to snoop around. Alright, so we got the 3 items we needed to get before we clean the room. Who wants to sleep with a cobweb over their head? Not me. Alright. If anything lunges out of this closet, I swear I'm setting it on fire with sake. Alright. I hope this isn't a guest's leftovers. That would be very awkward to clean. I'm not touching it with my bare hands to make sure. Oh, goodness. Of course, because sleep paralysis isn't terrifying enough already. I hope Shimon doesn't keep a literal corpse in here instead of figuratively. Alright. A beautiful view like this ruined by spiders with no sense of hospitality? Blasphemous. Imagine sleeping here, and a face peeks from behind the glass like a clingy past lover that just won't go away. Alright. Area cleaned! Look how pretty it is. We are so good at this. We are so good at this. Alright. And now it's so pretty. I guess let's go to the Red Bridge. The hand's coming out of it. There's a ghost up there. Alright, so we need to find the 3 personal items. Trying to click things. Well, well, this little embroidery has hand-stitched initials in white letter M. No guest takes time to embroider a napkin just for fun. Alright, so we found one of the 3 items. Cleaning. I'm trying to figure out where the secret stuff would be instead of the, Oh, there's one. Ah, an Ofuda. Whoever the writer was, they prayed for Bayoko, not to Bayoko. Nature is reclaiming this place. I suppose I should reclaim it. Off with you, vines. I like that, if you're just clicking around to try to find the things, it kind of lets you know that it is, one of the things you need to find by, giving you a chance to clean it. Or a few moments before it cleans, kind of thing. A charm tied with careful knots. I don't think it's a mere decoration. I wonder if Shimon's strength had already waned back then, when... So yeah, we found the 3 items, so we can go ahead and clean this. Glowing eyes watching me from the mist. Lovely. Exactly the atmosphere I wanted for a cozy ryokan. Well, well, this either caused by swamp gas or a creature lurking underneath the water. I don't want to deal with either. Don't think about what caused it, just scrub it clean. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. Absolutely not. I refuse to be dragged underwater by those hands. Murky water, murky history, murky everything. Honestly, boss, what were you doing out here all those years? Alright, we got one more thing to clean. I am missing something. Oh, it's up here. Okay. Oh, wonderful. Whispering from the trees. Probably eavesdropping spirits. Area cleaned. We're so good at this. Look how pretty it is now. So pretty. So we got one area left for the entrance. Oh yeah. Guests should be signing in and not having a sneezing fit. Let's clean this guest book. But looking at this handwriting, very sophisticated, very intricate. I think whoever wrote this probably was the type who labeled all the storage jars and rearranged the towels when bored. Alright, so we got one. Packed but never used. How old is that food? Or maybe whoever had this left in such a hurry that it was forgotten. Wonder why Shimon never bothered moving it. A torn scroll. Either someone left in a hurry and accidentally ripped it, or there was a fight and this was the aftermath. Okay, let's see. Even though the writing has faded, he still keeps it here. I think this wooden plaque is important to him. Alright. Right above the guest book? That's just rude. No one wants to sign in under a spider ambush. You know, if you're going to lurk inside the cupboard, at least offer to help dust. I think the windows are the only ones dazzling in this ryokan, thanks to those suspicious yellow stains. A little light would be nice, preferably the non-ominous kind. We repaired it. This is an interesting stain. Of course there's dried blood on the floor, because this place wasn't creepy enough already. We got 6-9. Nice. Oh, goodness. Ah, yes. A cobweb to the face. More haunted manner than a ryokan, really. Someone is still waiting here. Oop. Poor plant is doing its best, so the creepy crawlies have to go. Alright, we got one more. Okay! Area cleaned! We did it! We're so good at cleaning. I step back, surveying my work with no small amount of satisfaction. The dust? Gone. The cobwebs? Vanquished. The evil spirits are probably migrating somewhere else. Then I hear footsteps behind me. I turn just as Shimon enters and... Oh, no. Well, he looks healthier now. Hello, sir. What? Why is he handsome? I mean, he was handsome before, but he looks a little bit more, revitalized. Hello, sir. Why does he look like that after barely a nap? I wished I looked like that after a nap. Just so refreshed. His skin has color again. His shoulders look broader. His jawline is more defined. I bet he could use it to slice Mochi. Can sleeping for a little bit change his appearance so drastically? Is that even allowed? Cleaning does wonders for your health. My gaze absolutely betrays me, and of course, he notices. I clear my throat so hard I might have dislodged my spine and immediately throw my hand towards the freshly cleaned lobby. In this economy? Yeah. Oh goodness. Whoa, well, look who's up and walking. What do you think? It is acceptable. Acceptable? Dude. Oh, I'm sorry, did I mishear? Because it sounded like you just undersold my miracle work. Everything is still standing. That is an improvement. I gasped, hand to my chest, like he just struck me with a mortal wound. Sir, you may be fine, but dang. Appreciate me. Everything is still standing? After all I've done, this is the level of praise I get? Would you prefer a ceremony? A festival in your honor? Maybe. A small compliment wouldn't hurt. I will see if the spirits can play instruments. Did he just joke back? Did my ears trick me? Admit it, you're impressed. You did well. She said everything is still standing, but I bet we can lay down a few things down. Yeah. It's like, I know you just stood up, but let's get down. Yeah. Wait. Say it again. No. Just once more, please, so I can cherish your compliment. I will only say this. It is nice to walk through a place that does not resemble an evil spirit's final resting place. Aha, victory! I fold my arms triumphantly, while he... Well, I can't tell what his expression is under that mask, but I know that he approves. Perhaps this is time. It is time for what? Time? To reopen. Start gathering power again. Oh, okay. Then let's do it. Let's do it. I step forward, tilting my head, watching him closely. I will make this Ryokan shine again, boss. Just you watch. We will see. Oh, he's got a smile. He's got a sharp smile. No. We will succeed. I mean, we got a sharp smile too, but... He's gone, and for the first time in ages, the Ryokan feels like it's alive again. Well, I've cleared the grime, but the real mess is about to arrive soon. I like the music too. This wasn't in the schedule. Oh. I said, let's have a tea near the bridge and watch the river. Not, let's accidentally dig up your entire emotional history, boss. But here we are, right before the inn is about to open its doors again. Figured we could use a moment to breathe before someone inevitably demands a refund since we are understaffed. So I set the cups down, steal a glance at him, and say, tea? Or me? He replied with a nod, and now sitting across from me as I pour the tea. Tell me something, boss. Have you ever shared tea with someone as alluring as I am? We're so modest. I would rather not answer. You'd get cocky. Oh, he thinks he's clever tonight. Careful, say one more charming thing and I might start thinking this is a date. It is merely tea. He sips, unbothered, while I slip, louder and very bothered. You're lucky I find deadpan charm appealing. I used to sit like this with someone many years ago. He had lovely hands and terrible timing. Did he leave? Said life at the Ryokan wasn't romantic enough. Shame. I looked very good in an apron. What about you? Surely even white tigers have a romantic phase. He sets his cup down, then pauses. Come on, boss, give me something. There was someone. Now we're getting somewhere. Spill the tea. Someone, that's all I get. You did not offer a name either. All right, fair. But mine didn't leave behind some fancy handmade gifts like calligraphy or a tiger figurine that you can find lying around. It seems like that one got a reaction. You've been snooping, it seems. I manage an inn, so I don't snoop, dear. I uncover. What was she like? She liked quiet places. Then she would have hated me. She would. But I won't. I wouldn't. Ooh, he wouldn't mind. My, dangerous choice of words. That was quite a bold statement, boss. Interpret it however you wish. But you deflected from my original question. Sorry, that huge cracks me up. I know I saw it earlier when I was in Cap Street, but that is hilarious. Oh, goodness. Of course, I didn't mean to pry, boss. I'm above that. But I was just wondering if I should be jealous of a ghost with good taste. Jealousy would be pointless. So is resisting me, and yet here we are. We finish our tea in silence. Well then, that's enough honesty for one cup. Agreed. Let him keep his secrets. For now. Oh gosh. For now. For now. Seems like word travels faster than smoke in the afterlife. I'm finishing up my rounds when the sound of shuffling footsteps hit the porch. Oh my gosh! My, is this place with the new Okami? I felt the energy all the way down the old road. Oh heavens, the first one has arrived so soon. I have my most charming welcome practiced to perfection, but as I open my mouth, the shadows behind them begin to multiply. Suddenly there are 3, 6, a dozen set of glowing eyes behind them. Welcome, welcome. Oh goodness me. One at a time, if you please. My greeting is lost in the noise. They're ignoring me entirely. The guest rooms might be ready, but the rest of the Ryokan is a disgrace I haven't had time to hide. I need backup immediately. Time to find the one man who refuses to panic. Boss, Shimon, we have guests. Quite a lot of them. Very suddenly. The Ryokan is not ready for this level of enthusiasm. I need your assistance in the lobby immediately. Oh, thank Kami-sama. He appears beside me instantly, looking far too serene for a man whose lobby is packed with curious yokai. It seems like many have felt my energy changing. I clutch his sleeve and haul him towards the hallway, nearly tripping over in panic. Courtesy be damned, we are not ready. The onsen is a mess, the kitchen is a disaster, and the dining room is still possessed. I am a professional, but I am not a miracle worker. What do we do? He surveys the chaos pouring in, irritatingly unfazed. Handle what you can. Improvise the rest. Improvise? Oh heavens, I'm going to faint. Are you suggesting I wing an opening night for these many souls? Consider it your real first test. Uh-oh. The gall of that man. Does he actually believe in me, or is he just hoping to see me humiliated? I don't know, and I don't care. But this woman refuses to be a laughingstock. A Ryokan must never turn away a guest. Let's show everyone what this new Okami is capable of, shall we? I return to the guests and welcome the 3 new guests walking in. 3 of them. The Kitsunes, right? Finally, the doors are open again. Seems different too. Less decay, more welcoming. Must be the new Okami's touch. Oh, flattery suits you, darlings. Keep it up, and I might accidentally leave an extra bottle of sake in your room tonight. That's right, 'tis I, your new Okami. Akanin. I'm the one doing the impossible. And making sure our Bayoko-sama over there stays properly stressed. Quite bold. Oh, she's fun. We'll see how long it lasts. Was everyone here to test me? I flashed him a sharp grin enough to make a grumpy Oni blush. But before I can really get my momentum going, another guest saunters in. Oh, okay. It's a, wait, 2 tails? Pointy ears? Right? A Nekomata? I think I've only read about them in Dusty Scrolls, but seeing one in the flesh, well, soul, is a different story. New Okami is very cute. Cute in my heavens. If they only knew the panic behind this cute smile, they'd truly be impressed. Then a Tanuki arrives with his eyes glinting and his pockets jingling. I love the different artworks for the different yokai. This is very cute. Well, well, a new house and a new face. I bet the rates are still flexible? Look at that. I almost want to charge him double just for the sheer audacity. But my real entertainment arrives on cue. Shimon finally steps in. You may ask for a reimbursement if you have problems with our service. Boss? We're still severely lacking staff here. Please do not say something so bold. The Tanuki whistles smugly. Oh, look at you, all polished and polite again. I thought you'd forgotten how to host. It has been a long time, old friend. Would you listen to that voice? Goodness, he actually being quite pleasant. My, such grace, Bako-sama. Have you been hiding the side of yourself from me on purpose? I have always been quite charming, Okami-sama. Oh, I could have a lot more fun with this new rejuvenated charming Shimon. Ooh. We are so tempted, so eager. Another guest walks in before I can answer to that. Well, I've heard about the tale of a rare mountain dweller from Kumamoto. He's an Aburashumashi. He's smiling, but his smile looks rather concerned. The old Okami, she is not here. I immediately catch the tension in Shimon's shoulders. The Abu Ra Suma Shi is asking exactly what I've been dying to know, and what Shimon has stubbornly refused to answer. It's the forbidden topic, isn't it? The great taboo? If I can't get the truth from Shimon, maybe I can get it from him instead. Is it worth the risk? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Decisions. Maybe let's divert the conversation for right now. Well, let's not dwell on people who have moved on. This is a Ryokan, and it's high time we had some cheering here. Honestly, my predecessor left me with quite the mess to scrub away. No matter, I've never been one to shy away from a little challenge. That's quite a heavy burden for a new Okami, let alone such a young yokai. Oh, I like it heavy. And I'm also incredibly thorough, so I promise everyone will leave with a smile on their face. Isn't that right, boss? I wonder if Shimon approves. And there it is. The tension has definitely drained out of him. Ha. Oh, a laugh. Or was that a scoff? Regardless, I'm officially in control of this situation. Let's hope this keeps up. Listen to that, the sweet sound of chaos and heavy luggage clattering on the floor. Laughter is skipping through the corridors again, and frankly, it's about time. Well, almost, because these walls are still wearing a bit too much gloom for my taste. We really must do something about this as soon as we can. A lovely revival you have here, truly. It has such character. Though I find myself wondering, if you hired new staff, they look rather unwelcoming. Your eyes are as sharp as your taste, my lady. It is a work in progress, I assure you. You see, I'm merely letting the building wake up slowly. We wouldn't want to startle the spirits with too much brilliance all at once, isn't it? They'll get angry. That's so. It must be exhausting playing the perfect hostess while you're so clearly undermanned. Ooh, dang. But don't worry, little Okami. With a tongue as sharp as yours, I'm sure you'll find a way to fix everything, eventually. She winks and disappears into her room. I look at my boss, fishing for a compliment, waiting for any gesture of acknowledgement. A nod, a sigh of relief, maybe even a smile if he's feeling particularly charitable, or heavens willing, even a chuckle. You're absolutely glowing, boss. I take it you're thrilled? Thrilled might be pushing it, but yes, this is acceptable. Pleased with the inn, or with the view in front of you? Okami-sama, you are reaching. Reaching, dear? I don't need to reach. You hardly heard me. Maybe hold back a little. The guests can only handle so much of you. Oh, really? My, that was quite a dangerous ask. Very well, boss. We shall see. But of course he's already turning his back, returning to that uttering, infuriating brick wall composure of his before I can manage to answer that. Come, Okami-sama. You have a Ryokan to run. We have no time to play around. There's no time for shenanigans. The check-in was the easy part. But dinner is looming. We're short on hands, and on patience as well. And the dining hall, along with the kitchen, still looks like a disgrace. So the great Okami-sama will be hand-delivering meals tonight, after she has made them herself, somehow. I wouldn't cook a turnip in here, but I have knives, and Shimon keeps fresh ingredients for himself. Sashimi and hand-pressed onigiri will simply do. What's this? One old tray for 20 mouths? Ha! Prestige my tail. A meal is coming, Elder. And another behind it. And another behind that. I only asked for a sliver of patience, perhaps. Did I expect my rice and pickles to be served alongside it? Have the standards of this establishment fallen so far that we are now skipping courses? You bark so loudly for someone already holding a tray at your door, Elder. Why not savor what you have been given? Silence, Parasol. Esteemed guests, please. A professional establishment requires a certain level of decorum. If you're quite done, I have a kitchen to attend to. I glide away before they can reply, with one tray in each hand and another in balance on my tail. That tail has come in handy. Well, hasn't this old gal learned a handy little trick? 1 door, 2 doors, 3 doors. Your dinner, honored guest. Flash a smile, drop the bow, and pivot. Back I go for more. Heavens, I'm making this look good. If I had this energy in my past life, I wouldn't have to sell my old Ryokan. But oh dear, one wing down and my arms are aching in the most unflattering way. Those last trays on the counter look like they've doubled in weight since I last saw them. Is this overwork speaking, or does a new yokai body come with strength that drains quicker than expected? I reach for the next one and, oh! A hand appears beside mine, lifting the tray right out of my grasp. Your pace is impressive, Okami-sama. Your balance is another matter. Excuse me? Teasing? From him? Oh, taking a good look at my form, are you? If you're going to just stand there enjoying the show while I struggle with grace, the least you could do is offer a hand. I pivot away too fast, rushing to grab another tray. My foot catches the edge of the mat. Ah! Oh dear. My grip fails and I stumble forward. Talk about a lack of grace. I brace for the fall, but instead of the floor, I hit something warm and surprisingly solid. Uh-oh. Careful, Okami-sama. He sets me back upright before picking up another full stack of dishes. Oh my, he is far too close for my composure. Shimon moves to take heavy lifting off my hands, and somehow my heart does a little somersault that has nothing to do with my near trip before. Ew. Well now, boss. And here I thought you were the only good at carrying authority. There's more to me than authority, Okami-sama. Most of which you have yet to see. Ew. For a moment, I'm unable to retort. You caught me off guard. If you need my help that much, I suppose I can lend a hand or two. Give me half the rooms. I will take the far wing. You handle the near one. For the first time tonight, I found my rhythm because he's setting the tempo. He moves quite effortlessly, knocking, bowing, delivering food so easily as if he's done this 1,000 times before. The Shimon I first met would never be able to do something like this. Is he drawing power from the guest? Perhaps their presence is feeding his stamina? Why, if that magic keeps him this lively, I might encourage even more visitors. As we pass in the middle of the corridor, Shimon clatters his tray gently with a sly smirk. Heavens, he's smooth. Did he just challenge me without saying anything? Adorable. Give me a quick breather and I'll show him who really has the stamina. All right, I am halfway there. As I reach for the next tray, his hand finds mine instead. Ah. Careful. This one is heavier. Oh, he's being protective. How quaint. His hand is warm. I'll give him that. But we have many hungry doors between us and a finished shift. I'm not letting a perfectly good dinner go cold for the sake of a moment. Food first. We're so business-minded. This one's mine. Why don't you go make sure every tray found its target? I'd hate for a guest to starve on your watch. Understood. I watch him walk off while I balance the tray. Right. Back to reality. No time to swoon. Later that night. Room deliveries are finally done. And I'm still flush from running after deliveries and one very distracting tiger. He is quite distracting. Honestly, at my age, blushing should be out of style. Yet, here I am. The Ryokan survives, and so do I. Barely. Look at this man standing there with that smug little smirk. He can stay there all he wants. Amused or just satisfied? Hard to tell with that mask on. Well, at least he is not displeased. Well handled, Okami-sama. Well, it seems like your stamina has returned along with the guest. You're looking far too energetic today while I'm nearly on my last legs. I suppose I have you to thank for my renewed spirit. I will have to admit that you've proven yourself quite capable of waking up things I thought were long dormant. We are good to help. Oh, the implications! As I said, I have juggled worse things without breaking a sweat in my old Ryokan. Well, surely you have more interesting stories about running a Ryokan. I might be interested in hearing more of them. Ooh. You can retire and call it a night. Or you can join me for tea. Ooh, ooh. Is that an invitation to talk? At this hour? After he spent all evening watching me lose my composure? Let's see how this will pan out. My, you're bold to ask. What's the itinerary if I actually indulge you? Nothing scandalous, Okami-sama. I intend to sit, listen to your stories, and perhaps also enjoy the evening while I'm at it. Oh heavens, is he being earnest? There's much more lethal than his usual smirk. We walk into the garden and sit beside each other with tea set in hand. Eyebrow waggle, yes. It's like, hey. And here he is. Shimon reaches for the teapot first to pour it before I do. Allow me. You've worked enough tonight. Why, thank you, kind sir. Not on this Okami's watch. A good hostess always pours for her employer. Let be. Hello, Mr. Tiger. Yes, he is quite fetching. Shimon freezes in place before letting me take over. He's got a little grin he'll show every once in a while. Very well, I won't argue. Now then. I could be proper, just pour the tea and keep my hands close by and talk about my past while being the exemplary Okami. Or, after seeing how handsy he was with me during the dinner rush, I could offer to work out the knots in his shoulders while talking instead. Say a helpful gesture between peers, perhaps? Well, we get to be very forward if we want to. Well, I think there's one option. Let's offer a back rub. After I serve his tea, I give my fingers a snappy little stretch. It's high time I showed this man what a professional grade back rub actually feels like. You know, boss, those shoulders look quite stiff. How about a back rub? It might be the only way to get you to actually unwind. He hesitates, stopping mid-sip, and I can almost see the gears turning behind that mask of his. A generous offer. However, I think you've done quite a lot for one night. I won't have your fatigue on my conscience. Oh, we don't mind the fatigue. There it is. But it is a no, or just that infuriating polite shield of his. Does he think I'm just being helpful? Or is he waiting to see if I have the gall to insist? Curious. Oh, hush, boss. You literally carried the weight of the dinner service on your shoulders tonight. Will you let me repay the favor? He doesn't say a word. Well, heaven forbid he admits to wanting a back rub. But he merely shifts his position as inviting me to come over. I would be a fool not to take that chance, so my hands immediately find his shoulders. And, oh goodness, if I press any harder, I'll need a chisel. Well, you can pretend to be an unbothered soul all you want, Shimon, but these knots say otherwise. Boss, I swear these shoulders could stop a rampaging Tengu. How long have you been holding this in? I was unaware it was so apparent. Apparent? I'm tempted to fetch an actual hammer for these knots. Now just relax and let's see if I can undo a few decades, centuries of damage. I've lost count, truly. He lifts his cup, trying to look composed, though his shoulders soften bit by bit under my hands. My hands are working their magic on his back when the air between us starts to thrum. Oh ho, what do we have here? I came here to relax him, but it feels like the house, or maybe the man himself, is feeding me energy strong enough to release muscle pain. You know your way around a knot, I see. Dear, to become a good Okami, one must learn about managing stress. I can tell exactly where someone is hiding their exhaustion. Interesting. And where am I hiding mine? Right here. I pressed into the exact knot tucked beneath his shoulder blades, firm enough to make Shimon tense. And here, I moved my hand upward, following the line of tension until it reaches the curve of his neck. Then, very softly, brush my finger near his temple. I wonder if there are stress lines under that mask of his. I see. I've heard about how hardworking you were. You've told me a few times already. Wonder what made you start working in the ryokan? Aw, he's actually curious. It's almost cute. Well, the ryokan I owned belonged to my family for generations. I was practically raised under the front desk. It was my whole world. I see. Then our beginnings aren't so different. Oh, did you have parents? My beginning wasn't a birth. It wasn't nearly as grounded as yours. But every time I return, I always wake up here. To me, existence is the energy that comes when my guest at sunrise. I didn't grow up in a Ryokan Okami, but I am the Ryokan. Don't you ever get the Thurs to step out of the gates? I have walked the paths, but not for long. The afterlife is vast, and the territories behind this one are claimed by others. So it's a cycle then. You were always meant to come back to these halls. Maybe. But meaning isn't the same as choice. Say, back then, did you ever dream of being something else? Or was it the title of Okami the only thing you ever wanted to be? I used to. I wanted everything that girls and stories have. Travel, grand mistakes, perhaps conquering the world. But I always knew where my journey would end. I accepted it early on. Was there anything else you regret not doing? No, nothing else. We're lying. We never found love in our past life, evidently. Oh no, boss. You're thinking again, are you? It's a bit unfair, really. You're doing all that heavy brooding behind a mask where I can't even see the handsome furrow of your brow. Don't be greedy with those troubles, Shimon. Let your Okami share the burden. I promise I'm a very good listener. It's been a while since I had someone bold enough to tell me that. But I shall try. With that, the tension in his shoulders gradually loosens. We didn't say anything much for the rest of the night, and I did manage to get him to unwind before the tea got cold. Yes. Both of us walk towards our rooms as our little tea time is finished. We reach the corner of the hall. My room is down one side, his the other. He stops abruptly, and I find myself turning towards him. Rest, Okami-sama. You've earned it. Look at you, such a perfect gentleman. Are you sure you're not feverish again? Shimon pauses for a little bit before speaking again. Is it good that you came? It is good that you came into this Ryokan. There goes my heart, doing a clumsy little somersault. Boss. A Ryokan is only as steady as a Okami who leads it. You've proven you're exactly what this place needs. Goodness, you are a dangerous man when you decide to be sweet. Well then, I shall prove myself even more tomorrow. You'd be surprised. I will be waiting. And just like that, he's gone. He retreats into the shadows and leaves me here to simply melt. I'm standing in a dark hallway with an obvious blush that would put a sunset to shame. I should be thinking about tomorrow's breakfast, but instead, I'm replaying today's interactions with Shimon. Another time, Okami, before you faint. Well, that is it for the demo. Well, I think that was quite lovely. Oh, well, hello. We got some raiders coming in. Welcome, welcome in. How is it going, friends? Welcome, welcome. How's it going? How was your stream today? Welcome, welcome, new friends. Hello, welcome, my snakes. Hope you're feeling the love from the Otome Games Festival. Oh yes, we are enjoying the Otome Game Festival quite much. How about y'all? What were you streaming tonight? We have really been enjoying it ourselves. Well, welcome, welcome in. Thank you for giving the shout out. Yes, and thank you, Misha, for coming in. We have just finished Okami, and we're going to play. We're gonna start out. Your Crown is Mine. Gonna want to check out the games that we were playing there. But if you played the Saintess of the Golden Bow, ooh, I have not seen that one. How was it? This one is quite charming. I highly recommend checking it out. You've been enjoying Your Crown is Mine. They are so cute. I am looking forward to it. We are going to start it in a few moments, but we had just finished this demo, and this one's been quite delightful. I highly recommend it. If you like Japanese folklore stories, like if you like stuff like Kami-sama Kiss and things like that, I recommend this one. This one's pretty fun. But I will have to check the one that you said that you were playing, the Saintess of the Golden Bow. There's so many really cool games. It is hard to choose. You love Kami-sama Kiss. Oh yes, yes. You're gonna check it out in your own time, and yes, the art style is very nice. Thank you for following. It's so great. I'm so glad to be streaming stuff too, and it's always fun to meet another streamer who's taking part as well. Heck yeah. It's such a feast of romance. Oh yes, such wonderful artwork and stories too. So excited. So excited. But yes, thank y'all for coming in.